The Arabian Scarf, or Shemagh, is generally made of 100% cotton, and you should, when purchasing, make sure it is 100% cotton. The reason being is that it breathes a lot easier, it's very light, and of course, most importantly, you can turn the cotton, if it's 100% cotton, into what's called char cloth. And char cloth is a fantastic tinder that you can have in your survival equipment. And I'll get into that another day, how to make char cloth. Anyway, the Shemagh is a brilliant piece of equipment. It's approximately 105 centimeters by 110 centimeters. That's a good size. That's including the fringes here. Okay. The Shemagh comes in many different colors and designs. And so you can pick and choose what type you want. Today we're going to be changing the colors of these, and we'll get into that shortly. What can the Shemagh be used for? Well, many things. I'll cover a few now. Generally, the Shemagh is worn over your head, okay, either as a head wrap or as a scarf, and it protects you from the sun and from the sun's rays and glare, and it protects you in snowstorms and things like that. That's the general use of the Shemagh. You can use it for many other things, like as a bandage, okay, if you get an injury. You can use it as a triangular, as a bandage for when you got like a serious bleed, obviously, or a triangular bandage to wrap your arm up. You can also use it as a tourniquet in worst case scenarios, but these days the tourniquet is 1970s. It's pretty old. They don't really use it these days, but if you needed to, you can. You can also tear it up into strips, okay, if you need to make yourself some cordage or for tying things up. You can also use it for shade, okay, if you needed it for shade. You can use it for carrying water, so as in if you dunk it into the water, like we will do shortly, you dunk it into the water and you can squeeze it out and get water from it. Okay, let's get into the main part, which is probably how to put on a Shemagh. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to make it into a triangle. Okay, so you get the two end corners, okay, and just turn it into a simple triangle like so. The next thing we want to do is, what I like to do is throw it straight over like so. Okay, so it's like even here, alright, and you've got a little bit of a lip here, okay, just hanging over like a sort of like a cap. From here, what you do is you bring this part here. I like to bring the left part under my chin, not to the point where you're strangling yourself, but you know, tightish but not too tight, just comfortable, and grab the other side here, bring that in front of you, grab it, grab this other part that you put up here before, pull it around behind you, okay, and then just do a half hitch, okay, or just a knot. Then from there you can adjust the Shemagh to how you want it in front of you, okay, and as you can see here, you've got a bit of a lip here where you can protect yourself from the sun glare, okay, and this is all going to protect you from the sun itself so that you're not going to get sunburn. It also acts as a camouflage. It helps to break up the outline of your head, okay, and obviously the neck area, it covers that area and makes it more look like there's not actually a head there, okay. You're joining the head more up and covering up this part around the neck area, okay. from here you can also wear in, say, a sandstorm, or if it's really sunny out in the desert or anywhere really, you can wear a pair of sun shades, okay, to protect your eyes. Okay, if you needed to, you could wear goggles as well. It's purely up to you. Okay, the other thing is that from here you can actually take this top part off. Well, you can actually bring this bottom part down if you wish and have it like that, or you can bring the whole thing around here so it's just like a scarf. Okay, so it's a brilliant piece of equipment just for those things alone. Okay, it can keep the mosquitoes off you at night. It helps to keep you warm. We lose a lot of body heat through our head and around our neck area. As the heat comes up from out of shirts and jackets, it's released up and out into here. So if it's really cold, you want to keep that heat in on the body. So I like to use a Shemagh quite often, and I also, or a Shemagh or a neck warmer. Okay. Now the other thing with the Shemagh is you can just have it dangling here like so as well. Just throw it over. Okay, you can wear it however you want. There's lots of different variations of how to wear it. It's purely up to you. There's lots of YouTube channels out there that have different ways of wearing it. That's how I like to wear it. It's nice and simple, easy. Don't need a mirror or anything like that. You just throw it on. Okay, so the other thing I'd like to cover today is the colour of the Shemagh. Okay, if you have a look at the multicam here, we've got the multicam J hat or jungle hat. I've done a review on this. If you have a look at it, if I put this here, you'll notice that this Shemagh here is brown, too dark. This one here is not so bad. It's a little bit yellowish, okay, like a yellowy green, not too bad. And this one here is probably a bit too yellow as well. So I've been trying to bleach this one and bleach this one, and this is just the new one. But you want to try and get your Shemagh the same colour as your multicam or whatever camouflage you're wearing. Otherwise the colour will conflict with the other colours that you're wearing, the other camouflage. So as in, say, silhouetting you. Alright, so you want to try and get the camouflage the same. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use some bleach. Okay, and so this is the bleach, just budget bleach. Okay, you can get it from any hardware store or supermarket or whatever you want, wherever you want. Okay, and we're going to be pouring a certain amount of that into some water. Okay, this is some straight water here. All right, just straight cold water. All right, and we're going to be bleaching or taking out of taking the colours out of these and trying to get them closer to the multicam colour. All right. It's very hard for some reason purchasing these online and getting the correct colour. The correct colour that you really want is black tan. So this is the black, and then the other colour in here you want tan. Okay, and wherever I buy them online, they always send me out the wrong colour for some unknown reason. Okay, it's not really worth sending them back because they only cost around about $15 New Zealand dollars, and around about $5 or $6 delivery. So it's not really worth sending them back when they send you the wrong one. But it is a nuisance. Okay, so as I said before, I was going to show you how to, we'll use this one, where you can carry water with these. Okay, so here you can dunk it into the water, and obviously here's your water. You can carry water, so you can drink from that. Okay, you can put that onto burns, you can put it over your head, you know, still wear it as a scarf or fully over your head as I just showed you before, with this slightly wet or damp, and that will just help to keep you nice and cool, okay, during the day. Alright, so brilliant piece of equipment for that alone. But what we're going to be doing today is, as I said, we're going to be doing the bleaching. So what we'll do first is we'll pour some bleach in. Don't be shy with the bleach, just, you know. Alright, and then all we simply do is throw it in. Right, we don't want to bleach that. Right, so we throw this in. We throw this one in. Can actually, probably not a bad idea to put them all together. Maybe spin them around a bit. That way we might get different variety of the bleach working. We'll see how we go. Okay. So we just let the bleach do its job. Put it in there. Just let it soak in there. And we can leave it in there for as long as we like. Okay, we don't want to leave it in there for too long. Otherwise what will happen is they'll all come out completely white. Which is good if you're in the if you're doing the snow and you want it completely white, that's all cool. But you may as well just buy a white one. But we don't want to bleach it for too long. So we leave that in there, let it soak for say 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe an hour, depending on what you want, what colour, and the colours will slowly come out. Just be aware that when you think it's the right colour that you want, pull it out, but just remember that the material is going to be wet, and so it's not going to give you a true indication of what the colour is going to be like as it's until it dries. Okay, so let's leave that like that, and we'll come back to that later. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so what we've done is I've left these in the water soaking for about 40 minutes in the bleach. Okay, and it's taken a lot of the colour out, as you can see here. Okay, so it's made quite a bit of different in colours. Okay, obviously they're still wet, so you won't get a full thing of it. Also during the break, what I've done is I've taken out after 40 minutes I've taken the Shemaghs out, and I've put them into fresh water. I dumped the other old water and I just put them into some fresh water. And so now what I'm going to do now is this particular one here. I know it looks a little bit orange-y, but what I will do with this is once it dries out, it should be I'm hoping a little bit better, and you're not really going to know until you dry each one out. Now when you do this, you've got to be really careful that you don't get bleach all over your clothing, otherwise it'll make all your clothing go white. Okay, it'll change the colour of your clothing. Okay, so what you can do from here is you just get that and hang it up onto something. Alright, and just let that dry out. It shouldn't take too long because it's only cotton, and that's the good thing about cotton. It doesn't take too long to dry out. So the other thing I'm going to do is these two here have gotten a little lost a bit of colour. They're getting a bit closer to what I'm after, but I think I'd like to get rid of more of this yellowy colour out. So what I'm going to do here, this is fresh water, is put some more granola into these two and soak them again for probably about another 40 minutes or so. Probably with a bit of less water. So the granola will work a bit better in it. Alright. Don't be shy with the granola because it's quite cheap stuff. Okay, so just give that a bit of a thing around, as we did earlier, if you wish to. Wrap them up, spin them around each other. Okay, and it will just help to create not the same colour same texture all over it. It's going to be a bit more broken, you know, which is going to be much better for blending in. Okay. So with these I prefer to go closer to as probably get as much of that yellow out as possible. You can squeeze it and get in there, but just, yeah, make sure you wash your hands afterwards just for safety reasons. Once they dry out, then you know, you'll have a good idea of how they are. Throw them through the washing machine or give them a good clean out in fresh water and you should be all good. And just keep doing that until you get it the right colour. You can add in dye, other colours of dye if you wish to. It's completely up to you. Anyway, thank you for visiting my channel. Comment, subscribe and share, and hope to see you around again. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. This is the final result of the Shemagh after it's been bleached, and it's turned out quite well. I've got the one here that I'm wearing, this one at the bottom, and the slightly yellowy greeny limey colour here. Ultimately, I think they've turned out okay, pretty good. I ended up having to leave them in overnight, and sometimes I had to add a little bit of extra bleach, and eventually in the end I gave them a, once I'd completed, gave them a wash in the washing machine, and this is how they've turned out after they've dried out. So they've turned out quite well. They fit in well with the boonie hat or the jungle hat here. I've done a review on the jungle hat, so if you're keen on learning more about it, then please have a look at my channel and you'll find it there. As far as it matching into the multicam, you know, not too bad, you know, and so here we have it. This is my multicam patrol pack. I'll be doing a review on this and all the gear that I carry in it, and also I'll be doing a review on the multicam shirt that I'm wearing here as well. Thank you for watching. Comment, share, subscribe, and I hope to catch up with you soon. Okay, bye.